Sports Gaming. We're talking boxing and we're talking Johnny Fisher versus Dave Allen, the rematch. Thanks for joining us for BWTM Sports Gaming. So, hey, listen, if you haven't already, please consider hitting the subscribe button. Make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you leave comments in the comment section. And most importantly, make sure you go across to the bell, the subscription bell, and make sure you hit all. Make sure you get all. That means you get all the videos coming to your inbox so you know when we're live. Okay, for those of you who don't know much about the channel, let me give you a bit of insight. Back in the day, I used to do a lot of interviews with a lot of fighters, and I used to get a lot of exclusives. Reason why I don't do it now, because hey, I'm a professional sports coach, and I just don't have the time. But I did enjoy it when I did it. And there's a back catalogue of many videos. And one of those fighters that I know very well is Dave Allen. In fact, I had the displeasure of being in the ring with Dave. Everyone was messing around in the ring with Dave Allen. So Dave, if you're watching this video, I hope that you're well. And I hope that you remember our chats that we used to have about your career when you were unbeaten fighter. And now, I think it takes time for some people develop faster than others, but I think this is your time. But anyway, no disrespect to Johnny Fisher. And I remember having a conversation in my front room, I think around COVID time, and one of my mates came around and he was talking about boxing. And I can't remember how, but the conversation Johnny Fisher came up. He's like, oh, Johnny Fisher, he's all right. He's all right. He's an okay amateur, but he used to get bashed up a lot. My mate used to bash him up all the time. I'm like, all right, well, what's all this fuss about Johnny Fisher about? And then, obviously, Johnny Fisher turned pro. He signed with Matchroom, Run for Bull. I started watching him, watching his fights, and, crash, bang, wallop, and making stuff. Okay, fine, but you can't kind of go through the heavyweight world of boxing, crash, bang, wallop, without, moving your head and having a defense, and what happens when people throw punches back at you. That's very short term and short-lived, because eventually someone's going to hit you on the chin and then you're going to have to answer some questions, which is what happened when he fought Dave Allen. It was the first time Johnny Fisher got hit back on the chin by somebody who had the intention to try and hurt him. Yeah. I'm being quite brutal about this fight, to be honest. No disrespect to Johnny Fisher. I'm sure he's a lovely lad. You think, you talk to me, he's a very articulate guy, very, very intelligent, and nothing against his family or against him personally, but I think he lost the first fight, and that's because of Dave Allen. But Dave should have stopped Johnny Fisher. But of course, Dave wasn't in the condition to stop that. I think when Dave fought Johnny Fisher, he underestimated himself and overestimated Johnny Fisher. And you usually do that you usually have that sort of mentality when you don't really believe in yourself that much. You've got to remember, if you don't really know, Dave Allen was sparring some of the world's best heavyweights. He was a sparring partner for some top heavyweights because of his chin. That's how he found himself in the same ring as Alexander Usyk. Sparred many rounds with Tyson Fury, and the amount of interviews me and Dave. So I know Dave pretty well. I know him pretty well. And you look at the fights he's had in his career, the fights against Luis Ortiz, Dillian White, Tony Yoka, David Price. So he's been Lucas Brown. So when he catches himself, who the hell is Johnny Fisher? This is David's made some real cock-ups in the past of his career. I remember he fought that guy for the Commonwealth title. I think he left his boxing boots at home. I don't know. They might be nerves. And I'm sure Dave will probably look back and laugh at it now. But that was the opportunity to be Commonwealth champion. Davis had a very strange career, in my opinion, mismanaged. And Dave would, I'm sure, would appreciate what I used to say to him about his career when he was unbeaten. And they were trying to get him the fight with Richard Towers. I said, Dave, they're going to try and use you and turn you into a journeyman. That's what they're going to try and do with your career. I can see it happening. And I remember people whispering in the background, don't listen to him, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Well, as always, I speak, these people talk, and when I finish talking, they disappear, and these things seem to happen. Dave has a real opportunity now to put his foot down and at least get himself in the British title mix, as far as I'm concerned. I just don't think Johnny Fisher's that good. I think Johnny Fisher's limited. I think Dave has got the experience. The things Dave has in his advantage. First of all, the two guys are going to go toe to toe with one another. Yeah, unless Dave gets caught with an absolute haymaker, right? He's got a better chin than Johnny Fisher, right? He's got a better engine than Johnny Fisher. He was able to hurt Johnny Fisher. But chin than Johnny Fisher, he can fight. The Johnny Fisher, in my opinion, is one of these guys who can throw it out there, but I don't believe he's the type of guy that when it starts getting rough on him, he'll find a way to come back. He was very fortunate. See, in this rematch, what I've seen is Davis bulked up. So this time, he's the heaviest of his career. That means that when he actually lands on Fisher this time, he might just take one punch to stop Fisher. They might keep him there this time. Do you understand? So he might be heavier. And usually when people are getting heavier, and you look at someone like Dave Allen, guys like that, don't misread his body for being one that's not in shape. Guys like that, particularly night boxers in the 80s and the 90s in the heavyweight division, it wasn't all about being body beautiful, but those kind of physiques are guys that can do 12 rounds easy. Those are guys that can soak up punishment and keep coming and keep coming and keep coming. What Allen has to do against Fisher is just get right up close to him and let your hands go. Fisher couldn't block the uppercuts, and when he was at range, he couldn't block the overhand rights. So he's got to just get up close to Fisher and let his hands go. Like a madman, let his hands go. Fisher's going to bring the fight to Allen, which I think is absolutely crazy. He's actually going to bring the fight to Allen, which means he leaves himself open to getting caught with shots. To me, I just don't think Johnny Fisher's that good. I don't care what camp he goes to. He's just not that good. And unfortunately, the Dave Allen fight, they thought that they probably just walk through Dave Allen, or they'll find Dave Allen when he was unmotivated. But they realised in that fight that maybe Allen's a little better than expected. So they're going into rematch and go, right, okay, we're going to have to improve on this. You know, you're going to have to punch more, throw more punches and all this stuff, right? And, you know, can he outwork Dave? Yeah, he can outwork Dave. Can he outwork Dave without getting caught with punches? That's the thing. If Dave put all that weight on, he's going to try and get in close and let punches go. If he gets close, the only way I see Johnny Fisher winning this fight is he says he's going to go out there and he's going to storm Dave Allen. If he does that suicide, he'll get himself knocked out. But if he can actually box and tie Dave up, use your jab, box, hit Dave with the uppercuts as he comes in, tie him up, turn him, frustrate him, get back on the outside and box. If he can do that, then it's going to be an interesting fight. If he can do that, which needs an element of boxing, you have to be cool under pressure. He's going to have to box down a good jab, and he's going to have to frustrate Dave. Dave has lost 7 times already, so there's a blueprint of how to beat Dave Allen. But a motivated Dave Allen that is more experienced and is coming motivated, I don't know how Johnny Fisher deals with that. He's got the crowd behind him. Oh, come on. They're the 12th man in there. Don't worry about that. Don't worry. When you get hit with one right hand on your chin, you may be seeing 12 Dave Allens. So I would advise Johnny Fisher to calm all that down about the fans, because if you get on your chin and you get dropped and you get hurt and you get stopped, a lot of those fans will leave you and they will run to Roses Atalma. You think I'm joking? Stick around. Boxing's got a lot of fickle people. 1 minute they're clapping in your corner, next minute they're clapping in the other man's corner. Very fickle. If Johnny's going to win this fight, he's going to have to keep very calm. And I would not have had to fight in the copper box, because they're the 12th man. But you know what? The other problem with that is when you've got so much expectation on you, and you've got the fans roaring at you, and you're an inexperienced fighter, you feel that you want a crowd please. They feel you'll do things you wouldn't normally do because you're trying to please the crowd, which puts you in a position of danger, and you start making amateurish mistakes because you're trying to prove something to the crowd. Yeah, I mean, he's saying it's all right if you're fighting a guy that you know you can punch up, When a guy is punching you back and your legs are rocking all around the ring and the crowd are cheering you on, it help you only so much, but it also get you knocked out as well. So I don't know if the copper Bosch is where he should be fighting Allen. It's a bull versus a rhino. Do you understand a bull versus a rhino? Bulls don't beat rhinos. There's an expression. Lennox Lewis, when Lennox Lewis fought Razor Relic, two bulls can't let last in one pen. In other words, one has to get very violently removed from the pen. Two bulls can't stay in one pen. Yeah. So someone has to go. If a rhino and a bull, they might be names, but if you look at Teak Tough Allen, which he usually is, he's in shape, and he'll be coming in motivated. What Fisher must do is take away that ambition from Allen from round one and make him believe he can't win the fight. But if Allen gets up close to Fisher and he lets his hands go and he starts to get Fisher rocking, he may stop Johnny Fisher, particularly if Fisher comes charging him. So like I said before, I'm going, Allen should be knocking Johnny Fisher out. I'm sorry. Like, to me, in the past, Allen's been in with guys that are better than him or more experienced than him, i.e., Tony Yoka or Dillian White or what's his name, Luis Ortiz. How the hell can you be scared of Johnny Fisher when you fought Luis Ortiz? I mean, you sparred with Tyson Fury, you sparred with Alexander Usyk. What the hell? Who the hell is? No disrespect to Johnny Fisher, but who the hell is Johnny Fisher? Who is he? It's just a geezer that you'd see on a Friday night in Witherspoons. I mean, I'm not disrespecting Johnny Fisher, but when you think about the caliber of fighters that Dave Allen's been in with and has fought, I mean, do you think Johnny Fisher could beat David Price? I don't think Johnny Fisher could beat David Price. Hella Super Simon. I don't think Johnny Fisher could beat David Price. I think Johnny Fisher can't beat Luis Ortiz. He definitely can't beat Dillian White. He can't beat Tony Yoka. I don't even think Johnny Fisher could beat the guy that Dave Allen fought for the Commonwealth title and lost twice. I think Lenroy Thomas. He can't beat Lenroy Thomas. No. So I don't see, like, the only thing Johnny Fisher's got in his favour, is youth. But even that could work against him for being lack of experience. Now, I see Dave Allen knocking Johnny Fisher out brutally, really. And I don't think Dave Allen rates Johnny Fisher, but he doesn't want to say it to hurt Johnny Fisher's issue. Doesn't want to hurt it to he doesn't rate Johnny Fisher. He just doesn't. And I've sat with Dave, and Dave is one of the guys, he's like a straight shooter. He'll tell you like it is. And quietly, he's probably thinking, Johnny Fisher's shit. What the hell? He's shit. He's probably thinking it in his back of his mind, he's shit. But obviously, I don't want to say it because I don't want to offend the guy. I don't want to offend the family, but he's shit. He's not very good. I mean, look at me. I look what I did to Johnny Fisher. So that's what he's probably thinking. If you put in the context of the guys he's fought previously, yeah, he may have lost to them, but look at the caliber guys he's fought. And Johnny Fisher is nowhere near that caliber. You can hype him out all you want. You can. I would not have taken that rematch with Allen. I wouldn't. But he had to do it for public opinion, for flip public opinion. Dave Allen could stop Johnny Fisher, and it would be the end of that. I hope, this is one of those predictions. I hope I got bloody wrong, and I'd be happy to say I got it wrong. But this is a prediction. I hope I get it wrong, because everything I see match up for this fight looks like a mismatch. I hope I'm wrong. And you know what? You never know how good a fighter is until they've been beat. And for the record, although I think he was beat by Dave Allen, we shall wait and see. But it doesn't matter what I've got to say. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Who do you think is going to win the fight and why? And again, don't forget to rate, subscribe, leave your comments, and smash the like button. It helps with YouTube seeing the videos. Thank you so much. This has been BWTM Sports Gaming, and I'm out. Take care.